Hello and welcome to Kitten at Kitten. My name's Sam and today I am doing a section on my heaven and earth. So thought I would film and bring you along. So here is what I'm doing. This is Mini Secret Door. I got this from Heaven and Earth. So let's get the chart up. So let's turn it around because we need it that way round. So as you can see, I am 28.66% complete. So I've laid 21,600 drills so far, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this in until we have got the required section. So I'm doing a 3x3 section. I won't do all of this on camera just because it will take longer than that to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my case and I'm going to take my drills out because that will make it easier. Takes up less space. So I'm actually doing this on a canvas that is, just bear with me while I get my stuff put away. I'm just going to prop that up against there. So it's 57 by 85. So I think my canvas is actually 62 or something. But by putting my things like that, I should then be able to get this in shot, which helps. And you should be able to see what I'm doing. So, welcome back. Hope you're all having a fabulous day. I'm endeavouring to get this row done before we get to May. So I generally do like a section a week, but I do want to get to the end of this row so I can start on a new row for the event in May. I'm going to use my pink cook pot. Now these are not available for sale until June. I have decided to do this limited edition colour specifically for the DIY May 23 event, which is a Heaven and Earth or conversion event. These will then, whatever I've got left, will go on to Etsy from the 1st of June. So if you're looking for a pink tray, I'm using the standard. So let's just make a start. Up here it tells me what number I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out the smaller amount. So 3857 is that one. So it is Wednesday. I am on my 3rd day of my first week off because I have left my previous job. I am using my purple and blue pen from Amazon, and I am using double-sided tape in both my multi-placer and my single placer. So I'm going to make a start by marking these off. So then we've got 2 which go above that 2, and then we've got 2 which goes in there. So the difference between me working on this and working on a normal diamond painting is, of course, I may at times be counting. So please bear with me. If you have never seen a conversion before, please do check out the rest of this playlist, which is called My Heaven and Earth Conversion, and it will explain what the difference is. Basically, I am building my own diamond painting using a cross stitch pattern with an app called Pattern Keeper, and it's just a fabulous way of creating artwork that you may not be able to get in diamond painting format already. So the event starts on the 1st of May, obviously runs throughout the whole of May. And there will be prizes on offer. And basically, if you are doing your very own conversion, it doesn't matter whether you're using Heaven and Earth charts or not. You could be using them from anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're using Pattern Keeper or not. There are other apps that you can use. You may even decide to just print the paper chart and work that way. And that is absolutely fine too. But it just gives you a month to sit and work on a project that for lots of us is a second project. You know, I have at least one, if not two, other whips going on at the same time, so it's not something I spend a lot of time doing. So by having that month to do a small section, it means that you concentrate and you can get some of these done. I want this canvas done by the end of this year, which is perfectly feasible. And in actual fact, if I was working on it every day, it would probably only take me about 2 months, but you know, that is not as what has happened with it. So let's check out the watermelons, 839. So this chart itself started off with 85 colours. I think I'm now down to 79 because some colours I have managed to finish. I am doing my conversion completely from my spares. So I haven't brought drills. I have had some help from Penny at Calb Sparkles and a couple of other subscribers who have also donated their spare drills to me, so thank you for that. It was just a way of using up my leftovers, my spare drills. Did a live last night. Penny unfortunately couldn't make it. I was so lost without her. But I am I'm looking for content at the minute to put on my channel, and at the minute I've only really got whips and my updated storage to do because I don't want to kit up another painting. I've already got 15 kitted up. For me, kitting up is my favourite part, but I also like kitting down, and I'm never going to kit down unless I actually do some of these diamond paintings. So it's quite crucial for me to avoid kitting up if I can. There will reach a time, there will come a point in time where I have a bad day, and the only thing that's going to make that bad day better is kitting up a diamond painting, and that's what I'm saving it for. So because the problem is I kit them up and then they can sit there for over a year, so I'm trying to hold back. Not easy when you love kitting up as much as me. So on this particular canvas I am choosing the smaller amounts first so that I can get the little bitty bits done out of the way. It then means that I can go in and colour block with a lot of the other colours. I mean, this section is pretty confetti, to be honest, but I certainly will be able to block in places because I do like my colour blocking. So that's what I'm doing, getting rid of all of those itty bitty bits first, as Penny would call it. They're her words, itty bitty. And then I can fly through what's left. So it's highly, highly unlikely that I will get this whole section done on this video. So I used to do, when we did PK November last year, the minimum requirement was actually a 2x2 section, so 2 blocks of 10 by 2, so 400 drills a day. I have upped it this year, so this year the average minimum per day would be a 6x2, so 60 drills, because that's going to get you through your conversion that much quicker. Now I will say, you will have days where you don't get your square done. That's fine. You might have days where you get more than that square done, and that's fine too. There isn't a hard and fast rule. It's just that the prizes that are awarded are for things like most drills laid over the course of the month, and highest percentage done. So obviously the more you get done the better, because you've got more chance of winning one of those prizes. But there's no pressure. It's a nice, easy, gentle event. I'm going to be doing a 3x3 section a day because I really do want to get this done this year. And I've worked out if I do a 3x3 every day, I can hopefully end up somewhere between 60 and 70% complete by November, or for November, which means I could have a good chance of getting it finished in November, which would be ideal, because I have other projects I want to do. So I'm working on a 3x3 section. You do you know. If you do want to take part in the DIY DP May event, 898, then all you need to do is send me by the last day of this month, last day of April, send me a picture of the work you're going to be working on. Doesn't have to be a new start, doesn't have to be a finish either. I just need a picture of your current state of play. So if it's a brand new one you're starting with, you don't need to worry, just send me a picture of what you're going to be working on. If you've already started it, I need to know, thank you, I need to know what percentage you are at currently. Oh, let's do those, 922. Nice orangey colour. Yeah, I need to know where you are currently, what percentage you've done already, how many stitches you've laid already, and then I can include you when we start it on the 1st of May. And then every Sunday you will need to send pictures either by email to me, so kittenupkitten at Hotmail, gmail.com. Don't know why I said Hotmail. Or we should have, or Penny should have, a Facebook group set up by then, and you'll be able to post your current status and details on there, which should make it easier. So I'm not setting up my own Facebook group. I'm going to leave that to Penny, as she is going to make me admin anyway, and it just means that I can then get those details from there. So you need to be able to do those updates every Sunday for the duration of the month, and then I will do a video on the Monday showing everybody's updates, because we really enjoyed that last year. It was really nice seeing everybody else's work come together, so I really do want to keep doing that this year as well. And yeah, that's how you play. Looks like it's going to be bigger than it was last year, which is phenomenal. We've got some amazing prizes, we really do. I will also, me and Penny will be going live on a Tuesday. That's our normal going live night. Just so we can work alongside you and, you know, give you a little bit of support, and, you know, just keep you motivated more than anything. Plus we have a really good giggle, so we'll also be doing that. So that one goes there, so let's get rid of those. If you are new and you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do. Right, I've done that one, so I want 4. Hit that notification bell as well, because that will tell you when I upload. And give the video a like. Liking is probably the thing that helps a YouTuber build their channel the most. The more a video is liked, the more it gets suggested to other people. So that really helps get my content seen and get my my channel building. So if you haven't done that already, I would be very, very grateful if you do. But all told, the problem with doing the heaven and earth is, of course, I can't do comments at the same time because I'm not that clever. So you have to put up with me just waffling rubbish for a bit. Is that right? Yeah, that one there. But I do enjoy doing a heaven and earth. It's like a, right, we've got 3, so 3 in, 4 down, so it goes there. It's like doing a mystery painting. Although you know what the finished product will be, while you're doing it, right, I need to count 5, So 5 will be there, and it'll be 3 down, and it's there. Let me just check. Should have 4. Yep. Should have 3. Yep. See, every now and again you have to stop and count. But yeah, it's like doing a mystery painting. And you'll be doing it because you don't see it from afar. You'll be working on it, and you'll be doing something. You won't quite know what it is until you finish, and then you look back and go, oh, that's what that is. It's a butterfly, or it's a hair, or it's a face, you know. I love that. Right, let's do the C's. 3830, which is this beautiful colour. And a lot of the colours on the Heaven and Earth Ore conversion, sometimes you'll only have a handful of colours in the whole painting. So, although they tend to have a lot of colours, you don't always have masses of amounts, you know. Yes, some you might have 13,000 you need, but on other colours you might only need 60 for the whole painting. So if you like having more colours, go for the max colour, the super size max colour, because they have around 200 plus colours. I'm not that brave. That's definitely a penny thing. I'm definitely not that brave. So I tend to stick to the mini versions. This is Mini Secret Door. It had 85 colours to start with. I think the other couple of smaller ones that I've got saved to do are around about 90 or less. So I tend to stick to the smaller ones because, you know, I don't, you know, how big do you need to go? Especially if it's something you actually want to put up on the wall. Oh, not quite. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. I'm becoming very adept at chucking out exactly the right amount of colours, which I love. I was very lucky. I managed to get a poured glue canvas from AliExpress. In one of the videos, I have put the link for that shop. And basically you order your canvas and then you just say to them, can I please, I was lucky they just sent me a poured glue version, but you can ask, you can say to them, can it please be poured glue, because I find poured glue much easier to work on than double-sided tape, double-sided adhesive. And yeah, it's just a case of working my way down all of these 3, 7, 7, 6 until we filled in. To be fair, like I said, a lot of this is confetti anyway, this section. So I've got more of that colour, so let's do that. Like so. Oh, maybe not. Didn't release my drill. Thank you. It's like doing my Heaven and Earth. It's always a little bit more time consuming, I think, than doing a normal diamond painting. And I put it off and put it off because I think, oh, well, I've got to do that first and I've got to do that first. And then every time I start doing it, I remember why I love doing it so much. I'm not a complete addict, you know. I wouldn't say that I would prefer to do Heaven and Earth or conversion projects over doing normal diamond paintings. I love doing my normal diamond paintings. I really do. Right, that didn't stick, so let's get that. Thank you. So that's that one. That one didn't stick either. Pen's going to be a knob. Is the right word for it. Had a really good time on the live last night, although like I said, Penny wasn't there. It did feel a bit strange, but it was lovely to see everybody, or to speak to everybody, should I say. I was very impressed. I took my phone out of its case to film. I had no issues with the phone overheating. I had no issues with the battery. I still had 58% battery left over at the end of my hour and a half, so that was fabulous. I probably would have stayed on longer if Penny had been on there, but I really wanted to speak to her and make sure she was okay. She is. Just a difficult day. So been giving her some best friend love this morning. I think we are, where the lives are concerned, I think we are well and truly a double act now. I think everybody expects the double act, so I can live with that. You know, I prefer to have her on there than not. I could have multi-placed that, to be fair. But never mind. I always hate missing an opportunity to multi-place. And it's not like you have masses on a project like this, because you don't do that. So I am using the pink tray mainly as an advert, I'm not going to lie. I wanted to have a special, something special for prizes for DIY DP May 23. That's a mouthful when you've got to say it quick. So hence why the pink tray. I have one roll of filament. I am going to use it all to print the trays, and whatever is left will then go on as a limited edition colour for June, just so that all of the people that are taking part in the event will know that even if they don't get, you know, even if they don't get their tray until later on in the month, that they actually got one before they were ever available. I wanted to make it special. Now, I'm not saying that limited edition colours I will be doing very often. I don't intend to do one a month. I haven't got the time or the resources to do that amount of limited edition colours, but certainly for events and things I'd quite like to have a limited edition. So certainly for May, certainly for November, which means that those limited edition trays will then be available for sale on the following month, so June and December. And of course, you know, at some point, 3, 5, 6, I've only got one. At some point, those colours may be released again. I'm not saying they'll be gone forever, because there are only so many colours I can get, but certainly they will be a limited edition. They won't be a stock item. I'm just going to stick to the grey. Oh, there's a few more of those. Might as well do them. 420, yeah. I will stick to the white and the grey for that. I have to say that white trays always sell out quicker than the grey. So at the minute I have one printer printing just the white trays, and the other printer is currently doing the limited edition. So I'm going to pick the darker colour. So what I mean by the darker colour, I do mix job die lots on my drills, so I could have as many as 3 or 4 different colours in my tray, and I just pick out the colour that I want. And what I use is this little symbol up here that tells me, and I pick either the colour that matches the best or the colour I have the most of in my tray. At the end of the day, a lot of these are confetti, which does mean that if you're doing different areas, then you can get away with mixing the colour somewhat. You know, they are just tones of colour, it's not full colours, so I do mix. And some of that is just purely because I don't want to have umpteen different bags in one DMC code. I haven't got the space for that, so yeah, I mix them and then I pick out the colour I want. So I'm just get rid of that one, thank you. Okay, I will of course be starting a new job later on this month. It's only a little job, and hopefully nowhere as stressful. I can't imagine that it will be. but nowhere as stressful as the old job was, because I'm done with that life. Just need a little job to give me a guaranteed income, and time to build up the nail business again, and also to build up the stock for the trays. And I do want to okay, so what have I done there? I've done that, so that goes in there. I got myself confused then. Got myself confused. Easily done, especially doing this. I do need to do a resin pour. I did promise the lovely Sharon Wildboar a glittery pink penguin. So I need to do that, and I want to do some more alcohol ink, because I like to give them as free gifts. However, I'm thinking of changing the free gift. I'm going to change it, I think, because I have a lot of repeat business, and obviously I don't want to be giving lots of people cover minders when they've probably got 6 or 7 already. You know, I wanted to do something different, so I have got an idea in the pipeline. Cool. That's that colour done. So yeah, I've got some fancy tissue paper coming today. The last lot of tissue paper I bought was cheap white tissue paper, so I've actually upped my game a little bit for the packaging, because, you know, it never hurts to improve on what you've already got. Quite a few of those, so let's not do those. 3340 right over there. And we literally need one. Actually, this kills that colour. So we literally have that one. And that goes right in there. So as you can see, when I highlight that and tick it, it's down to 0. So that colour is done. So I'm down to 78 colours. So what I do is I will move that like so, and I'll just put an empty one in there for now. So that's another colour gone. Always like to see the back of colours. 3721, where are you? 3721. Don't need too many of these either, just need one. I'm getting good at tipping out one drill. I have to say, it is a lot easier when you're doing it with a few drills in a pot. When you're trying to do it with a lot of drills in a pot, not so much. So that's good. I do also now have, for my next Heaven and Earth, I actually do have, so I've got quite a lot of those. How many? Oh, a lot of those. Not so many of those, so let's do that one. 722. Yeah, these bottles are actually the diddy little bottles, the really small bottles, which actually for Heaven and Earth are quite good. Because, you know, a lot of times you don't have masses, but I do have a 120 bottle case that Penny bought me, which I could potentially use for my next Heaven and Earth project. But I'm not going to start prepping for that until I've got a fair bit more of this one done, because, you know, I've got a way to go. And I think if I get to the end of this row, I'm at 30%. But I have been doing this since like last September, I think. September, October time. Yep. No, that goes up there. And we want one in there. Just making sure I've got it in the right place. So let's mark those off. And then we've got one there and one there. I always think when I'm doing these videos that it must be quite boring to watch, especially when someone's counting all the time. But I have to say, I watch Penny's when she does hers and I'm never bored. I'm literally just diamond painting alongside. So I'm guessing there are some of us that enjoy just listening while someone's counting along, as you do. So that one goes in there. Might as well get this one below because it's on its own in that ring. Yeah, it's kind of nice watching the colour build. Oh no, that wasn't clear. It was those three. Thanks. Okay, so let's get, oh, dropped it. Let's get this 3, which is over there, and then 1 up there. Mark them off. I think it helps to mark, I mean, I mark them off as I do each little bit, but I don't fully mark them off until I've done that square. It just helps me find where I am. And I'm not saying that you don't make mistakes. I've made mistakes many a time. I think most of us that have done conversions have. So there we go. So, you know, the beauty of doing it on a poured glue canvas, we want 4 up from the bottom. So we want 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be there. And sometimes when you're doing this, you will come across where you've gone wrong. So that's half of those gone. So I only need 36 of those. I've got more than enough in there. I do need to remember that I need to message Kim back about the drill she's got for me. So I need to do that. She did remind me last night. We've got quite a few of the humps. So I'm not going to do the humps. Got quite a few of those. Not so many of the wigwams. So let's do the wigwams. 3862 is the very last colour. Quite a few of these required though. And this is exactly why I keep doing the Heaven and Earth, the Diamond Art Club, because this is where I'm going to get all my drills from. All my spare drills. So that goes in there. Like so, and then 1 more, and then 3, like that, and 1 in the middle. So that's that square done. And then we want 3 again. So I spend a lot of time talking to myself. Awful lot of time talking to myself. So that's that 3. And then 1 in the middle. And that's done. But it's quite calming. Quite calming. Just sitting here and putting these drills exactly where they need to go. And I can imagine, I've never finished one yet, so I can't say that I know, but I remember how excited Penny was when she did hers. So let's give a shout out to a few people, shall we? So first of all, my diamond painting bestie, obviously, Penny. She is at Kalb's Sparkles. That's Kalbs Sparkles on YouTube and Etsy. She does the most fabulous spare storage items that you've ever seen. They're amazing. So please go and give her a follow and a like, and go check out her Etsy shop. Hello to Lisa's Colouring Corner as well. Although I don't do colouring, she has got the most relaxing voice, and I'm in awe of, you know, this lady's talent. She's an amazing support to both myself and Penny. So please do give her a follow, especially if you love colouring, because I know lots of you have got different hobbies, so it may be that colouring is one of them. If you don't follow her already, Lisa's Colouring Corner on YouTube, phenomenal. Who else can I give a shout out to? Abby's Diamond Putty, I've just ordered from her. She is a small shop on Etsy. Very excited about trying something different to using my double-sided tape in my pens. I've got a drill down there that's just floating around. So waiting for that to come very eagerly. And I just want to do a shout out to some of my favourite subscribers. So Busy Lizzie, hello, shout out to her. Gina from Australia, big shout out for you, my darling. Villica, one of my favourite subscribers, having a tough time at the minute, so send some positive thoughts Villica's way, because she could really do with them, bless her. She's not had it easy. She's been with me pretty much since day dot, I think. The lovely, crazy Sharon Wildball, just the best subscriber you could ever wish for. Absolutely. Why can I not find this colour? 610, because I'm looking for symbol and not number. Yeah, she's phenomenal. Elsa J, I love having her around. She's great. Leandri cracks me up. Have you noticed, Leandri, that I don't tend to forget to turn my pen on anymore? So no more shot taking. So I'm at least sober, if nothing else. Oh, there's so many. There's so many people. Betsy McLeod. Me and Penny absolutely love Betsy. See, there's quite a few of those. But do you know what? I'm going to do them because it's going to fill that square in almost. So 632. Where are you? There's so many. Yesenia, always on the lives. Yeah, so many people. So yeah, just a little shout out as a thank you. And you know, for supporting me, because you do. Absolutely, absolutely so grateful to have the subscribers that I do, because they are, you know, there is no YouTube without you guys. No point me doing it if I've got no one watching. So it is very much appreciated. So I think I can fill in, if I do those two, that's the bottom. So I should have one in the corner and that one there. Everything else can be filled in, which is kind of nice, makes it easy. Do love doing the lives, but love them more when Penny's on it with me. It's not quite the same. I'm not as funny on my own as I am with her. She brings out the clown in me, I think. Bless her. Absolutely adore her. My bestie friend. I kid you not when I say we spend a lot of time on the phone. A lot of time. Usually at least twice a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but rarely less. We normally... Okay, have I just filled in the one that I needed to keep? Yes, I did. Getting carried away, look. Oh. Okay, so let's put that one back. That should be it. Okay. Right, so that's that colour done. Oh, no, it's not. It's that colour done in that square. So I'm going to tip on that. I'm going to mark them all off. And then we're going to go over and put these ones in. So it's these here. I'm going to check in a minute to see what time I'm at, because I'm starting to get a little bit of bum ache, which is generally a hint to me that I need to take a break. because, you know, these old bones, that one. You may be able to faintly hear the machines working in the background. I am printing white trays on Dick because Dick is a bit faster. Says it all, doesn't it? And yeah, Dom's a little bit on the slower side, so I'm actually printing white trays on Dick because they are the trays that sell out the quickest. And I'm doing the new pink tray on Dom. Give my drills a bit of a shake up again. Have to say with the trays, I am very much a standard tray user. I generally keep a couple of the mini trays just to show them when I do a new colour, but I don't actually keep them to work with. I am very much a standard tray. I prefer the standard. When we originally were going to do the trays, we had the, gone wrong, 3, 2, 1, that should be right. So we should have one there. Yeah, that's it. I knew I'd gone wrong somewhere, but I found it. It's fine. Yeah, we originally were going to launch the mini and the standard, and then we were going to play with the file a bit and make a large, which would just be longer. We decided not to. I feel like the standard is big enough. There are other companies out there that do ginormous trays. Oh, look at that, 41. So we decided not to, but I actually prefer the standard. I very rarely use the mini. Not even for confetti, to be honest, just use a big tray. But yeah, I'm a multi-placer, so for me the standard is perfect. Right, so give me a few minutes. I'm going to have a quick break and I will be back. Okay, so quick break over. So as I was saying, the pink trays, they are a limited edition, but I use the standard all the time. It is my favourite tray, and absolutely over the moon with how well they've been received, should I say. All right, Pepper. She's a bit vocal today. I don't know what she's barking at. I never know what she's barking at, to be fair. Okay, Pep's enough. So we've got that one there and that one there. So that's them two. So I'm not going to stay on too much longer because I don't like the videos to be over an hour. Plus I really need to get this finished because I've got a nail client coming at 3 or half 3, which is fabulous because it's half term. Obviously they haven't got the school runs and that to do, so that makes it a bit easier. And I did have to cancel her when Ashley had COVID, so it'll be quite nice to get her back in. I have no doubt it will be a new set because she won't have nails on after this amount of time. So it'll be quite nice to get those done, and they won't take too long. So what I will do is I do have a smaller canvas, Ocean, Stars, Sky and You. I will end up doing that on the dining room table in between setting up this table, because that's the downside to being a nail tech. This is my nail table and this is what I work on when I'm doing my diamond painting until we get the summer house completed, and then I can buy a proper desk if I have the money to do so. I'm saying that. Got to find the money for it first. But it will be very nice to work from home properly again. So 2 under there and 2 next 2 and 1 down. So that's that colour done. Absolutely loving working on this now. The next canvas, I've definitely gone wrong, haven't I? That shouldn't be there, so let's get rid of that. I should have a step up. Never mind. The joys of doing a conversion and getting it wrong. It's a hell of a lot easier to correct with drills than it is with stitches. Let's just say that. So I am going to leave it there. I am going to get this video uploaded because that will help. So I'm going to continue getting this section done. I will be back very soon with another video. Please do. Please don't forget to give me a like on the video. It helps immensely. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you very soon on another video. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.